Alright, let's go ahead and get started here, folks. Greetings, everyone. Despite, I guess, rumors to the contrary, I am not dead. I've been having some health issues of late, and I think it's a little over 2 weeks now since my last stream, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm still not 100%, but we're gonna give it a go. We're gonna give it a go this morning. We'll all kind of see how it goes together. Got kind of a mixed bag this morning. I really wasn't planning on streaming. Again, I'm still not probably up to this, but I feel more excuse me, feel more energized this morning than I have in quite a while. So we'll see. For right now, I am on my Vet Rank 3 Templar. He's a stamina build, actually, so a bit odd, I suppose. But I'm in Cadwell Silver at this time, so probably just going to be leveling around with him a bit, and depending on how it goes, I might jump into PvP later as well, probably on the non-vet server, on a different character. Yeah, Vet 3 in one of the big boy PvP servers, that's a spanking, so. But we'll see how it goes.
Greetings.
Thank the stars. It's the Veiled Inheritance. The town is in flames.
Well, that's a little better, a little closer quest. been a while since I've been in the AD zones, so you'll probably see me get lost a little bit. It's alright. It's alright.
The Veiled Heritance is behind this madness, I'm sure of it.
Can't you smell the smoke? Sil Salen is under attack. I barely got my father out alive. The cannon reeve, almost slain. These brutes may wear the uniforms of the First Oridum. They're agents of the Veiled Heritance.
We'll be waiting in the barn down the road. Good luck in there. There's not much time. What do you need to know?
Elenwen, I run an inn here in town, but if you don't hurry up, they'll have it burned to the ground.
My father, and the man standing beside me, silly fool.
He's in the town square, just over the bridge. You must hurry. He's hopelessly outnumbered. We were expecting an attachment from the First Oridon Marines to prepare for the Queen's visit. Then this lot arrived and started killing and burning. We were readying for a celebration, not a slaughter.
Why would the Queen send men to attack her loyal subjects? It makes no sense.
But it would be just the sort of ruse the Veiled Heritance would use to undermine her authority. A group of Altmer isolationists who hate outsiders. They think the Queen has been corrupted by our alliance with the Bosmer and Khajiit and seek to overthrow her. Elenwen.
Alright. Let's go discover this Mundus Stone while we're here too. XP for unlocking everything you discover, so might as well do it.
Yeah.
A little bit of lag there. I don't know if it's real or perceived, but I have found that the faster my horses have gotten, the more I have leveled them up. It seems as though the choppier or a little more lag I get when I'm actually riding around. So I don't know if that is in fact a thing or if it's just me or what, but I mean, generally speaking, the game runs pretty smooth elsewise, so kind of working this tune out here. My back bar, I actually have a resto staff on right now, which really doesn't fit with the skills. I had a bow on him when I was still non-vet leveling him. But I didn't really care for that. He's pretty tanky, so I might actually consider going sword and board. I'm not sure how that would work. Sword and board on one bar, dual wield on the other. As a stamina build, one of the guilds I'm in needed more of that kind of huge stam AoE spamming ability, Steel Tornado, so I went ahead and this tune, I've gone back and forth between Magicka and Stamina with him a couple of times, so I'm back to Stam now, and I guess you always have issues with stamina management, but trying to get it worked out. I'd like to leave him Stam. I've got some other, I've got a good Templar Magicka healer / DPS on its way up, so I'd like to keep this guy Stam so that I have one of each. Looks like I have some unassigned champ points, so let's go ahead and take a look at that too. Yeah, I think Mooncalf for the stamina recovery is pretty much what I've been doing. Let's see if I can't get a... Since I'm just kind of leveling around, I don't need all of the bubbles, don't need all of the shields, so let me see if I can get something that is single target. I guess we'll just go with what I have. So you're going to see a lot of AoE spamming even on single target. I apologize.
Are you insane? Can't you see the town is under attack? Did she? How do I know you're not one of the imposters? Fine. Grab that bucket from the well and put out the fires. Refuse to
I think every zone has one of these obligatory save the town, put out the fires quests. Oh, wrong button. Oh well. That's all right.
I can't believe it. Free!
I just still find that the buttons on my mouse are a little small for my thumb. So, yes, you will see the occasional accidental ultimate drop or something along those lines.
right. Free!
Free at last.
Free at last.
Thought I'd never escape.
Uh-oh. A few people showing up, it looks like. Hey, Tal. Hey, well, you know what? I know that it's short for Crazy Mad Scientist, but I think we all pretty much just still call you Kraz. Shouldn't it be Craze? But good morning anyways. Good morning to you. Thanks for stopping in. This morning we're doing okay. I've been really under the weather for, truthfully, a couple of months now, and I'm still not really feeling it. But I've actually had, to my shock, I'm always shocked when people reach out or give a crap, and I've actually had a few emails and messages. I even had a couple comments on YouTube from people just kind of wondering where I was and if I was still alive, and so even though we're not 100%, I really thought it was important to go ahead and jump on.
Fires are under control, thanks to
So we're kind of noobing it up a little bit. I'm on a VR3 that I just respec'd to stamina within the last week. So a lot of AoE stuff, Steel Tornado and things like that, I don't even really have a good single target damage on either bar. So you're gonna see a lot of Steel Tornado spamming and stupidity. Single target AoE, you know, what can I say? Just still trying to get him leveled up. I'd like to get this guy to VR 14. I've gone back and forth with him between Stam and Magicka a couple of times, and I'm just not really sure. Being an Imperial, I think Stam's probably the way to go, but we'll see. Thanks for the follow. I think I saw that was Wolfenite. Wolfenite? I just cut the tail end of it. But regardless, thank you for the follow. It means a lot. It is indeed. We have confirmation. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, I haven't been watching as many streams of late either. Really this morning, as I was saying a bit earlier, this morning's about the first time that I've felt even halfway close to good in a while. So general apologies that I haven't been around as much. Noobtasticness, yes, absolutely. Those of you who have watched before, you kind of know that that's about the way it goes here. As I like to say, I think it might even become a tagline. Welcome to yahoosreviews.com. the mediocre stream or something to that effect. Watching someone else's stream this morning, I want to say Kiowin, and there was actually a lot of hype in there for consoles. I can't believe it's already what are we now? It's like less than 2 weeks away, or right around there. I still haven't decided. I'm definitely going PS4, but I think I might also pick up for Xbox. So PC will always be the main. Don't ever apologize. Real life always comes first. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's been a long time though. I know that. You know, those of you who are far superior in streaming than myself, everybody's had something come up at some point or another, I'm sure. So it's an apology, but it's not like, I don't know. It's an apology in that I am sorry I've been gone. I like to, if nothing else, check out the other streamers, be in their chat. I talk way too much, both on stream and in chat. But generally speaking, in a stream, that's a good thing. Keep the chat lively, keep people there. So I like to try to help. Streamers are never superior over another. I am your equal. I disagree. Your stream is fantastic. Especially during any sort of an event. You are like the Energizer Bunny. I think I talk a lot, but it doesn't reach that level. It doesn't reach the Kraz level. It's insanity. I think, was it the Undaunted event? Or was it the, I can't even remember now. It might have been during the console beta. It was like however many hours you did, it was just like non-stop answering questions. So helpful to the viewers. It's always insane. Tau reset. Yeah, Tau. I did not add you on PS4 yet. I actually have not yet fired it up. I'm a bad person. I haven't had either console turned on in at least a month now. So I will get you added. I think I looked at the bottom of your stream page and your username was still not there, or your user tag, whatever they call them. Still wasn't there. You said you would be adding it yet though, but I haven't made it back to your stream. So one way or another, I absolutely will get it added. You can absolutely rest assured in that. Aha, yes! I was just busting on myself earlier. The new mouse. The MMO mouse. The buttons are a little small for my thumb size. And so you will absolutely see some accidental ultimate drops and things of that sort. So once again, welcome to the mediocrity that is Yahu's Reviews live streaming, where we apologize for everything. We apologize for not being around. We apologize for sucking. Okay, so it was the console beta then. I don't. Just watching you tired me out. I don't know if that's you know, was just perceived or an actual thing, but I just felt like just watching you. I needed a break. I needed to drink more water. My own mouth was getting dry, but definitely good stuff, and I appreciate it. If I feel like I learn stuff every time I'm in your stream. 800 people in this. Yeah, that's and it was everybody too. It was pretty much. There were even streamers that I hadn't even really heard of that had an insane amount of viewers in at the time. So I hope it has been a sustained thing as well. I hope that all of the follows and things that people got from that have turned into, I guess, lasting viewership. Currently in the process of writing a strategy guide. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're the one with the website going too, right? I think I even have it bookmarked. But again, another one of those things, I'm sure, by the looks of who all's here, pretty sure everybody already knows everybody. That's why I'm not, doing the caster commands and everything. I'm pretty sure everybody here knows Kraz and Wolfie. I don't think I don't have a moderator on at this time. Tal, okay, yeah. Following me on a Nook and your PSN is on there as well. I'll probably check you out there. I don't get over to a Nook as much. Like, even more. I haven't been getting anywhere very much lately, obviously. But, really? Tal, what is up with that, dude? Thank you for the follow, Kraz. Seriously. Let me do this then. I have, and don't ask me how these things happen, but probably everybody knows Raygun, aka Reagan. I always joke that she owns Twitch. She's like super moderator. Somehow I managed to land her as one of my mods too, but I don't think she's on right now, so I will do this. I always forget sometimes. Tal is he watches a lot on Deltia's stream and things like that. So, and I check out his stream when I can, and because I see him so much, I just always assume that he knows all of these folks, but he's more of a console streamer, and I forget that he actually doesn't know a lot of the dedicated PC ESO streamers. So threw out a couple of links there. These are excellent streamers, folks. Like I've already said, Kraz is pretty much so informative. A good gamer as well, don't get me wrong, but if you have any questions about the game, she is definitely who to stop in on. And Wolfenite, he streams more than just ESO, so that's kind of good. It breaks it up a little bit of flavor in there, I guess. Just one game, it can get just a little stale. So a little bit more variety in there. And he's got the great, I always like to say, I feel he has a voice for radio. So he's cool. Just a good stream, usually fun when you're in there. So definitely give those folks a look. Give them a follow. They are so worth it. So yeah, let me do this too. And if there's anybody else in channel who streams and maybe I'm not familiar with you or whatever, go ahead and just drop a line, just say, hey, I stream. And because I think unfortunately I have Nightbot set right now to not allow links, but I can allow you one, or I can just give you a caster command. So I have kind of the chat roles set up with the no advertising thing, mostly just as a please don't drop bullcrap on us. It's not really to keep streamers out. My goodness, I love to promote streamers, so yeah, no worries there. If you stream and I'm not following you or haven't heard of you, let me know. Yeah, that is a good question. Who ESO stream-wise is uptight? I'm not even going to name names, but there's really only one ESO streamer at this time that I'm not wild about, shall we say. And it's not even so much that they're uptight. So, yeah, I really haven't run into any. Most are pretty cool. Most are pretty, I don't know, laid back, chill, whatever.
I feared no one would come.
Any luck?
We'll gear up and patch our...
So for those of you who are maybe a little late, first of all, there is no late. But if you missed it, I am currently on a VR3. I'm in Cadwell Silver. I'm really just trying to level him. It was something I was going to be doing anyways. But if it gets to the point where even I start to get a little bit bored, I may do a little PvP after a bit. I'm not sure. It would probably be lobby PvP. I'll probably jump on another tune for that. I just really want to get this guy at least close to VR 14. So it's kind of the grind this morning, just a little bit. But I want to do it the right way. Every time I just literally go and grind mobs, we all know you don't get the skill points that you do from a lot of the quests. So Trying to quest, trying to do it the right way.
Keldura Astcan, our home. The
Hey, Angel.
Residence.
Thanks for stopping in. How are you this morning? How is everybody this morning, by the way? We already all know, I mean, I guess when you tweet out, you know, back from the dead stream, that kind of lets people know how you're doing. Still not 100%. You know what? Let me do this too. Gameplay delay. I'm gonna mod a couple of you guys. Modding for me, if you don't want it, just let me know. But I mod for two reasons. One, because the person is helpful in chat, and I know they mod elsewhere and things like that as well. And two, a lot of times is because they're a streamer. Thank you for the host, Angel. Not necessary, but definitely appreciated. Definitely appreciated. Unfortunately, my little alerts over there are a bit on the small side, but thank you. I believe that said Wolfenite is now hosting me as well. Thank you so much. Definitely appreciated. So, 1 second here. Kraz, I have given you the green sword. Again, two reasons I mod. One, because the person is just awesome as a mod. Or two, a lot of times, if they're a good streamer. If nothing else, even if they never use the power, seeing that green sword there allows me, it kind of like draws my attention to it. So I know to give out the caster command or whatever when someone comes in. So it's good all around. If you don't want it, let me know. I'll take it away. I'm not putting you to work. Not putting you to work. But it's helpful. Like you just tried to give the caster command there, and it probably didn't work because you're not a mod, so now it should. So you will do your best not to cut yourself. You know, here at Yahu's Reviews, we preach safety first. The green sword is not a toy. I threw one at Angel there as well. If anybody else would like it, anybody else wants it, let me know. can't trust Kraz with sharp objects. I don't know. She's gonna be like in the lab doing all the experiments and stuff like that, right? I mean, it should probably, if there's anyone in here that should be trusted around dangerous objects, I would think that the crazy mad scientist would be. If not, then heaven help us all. Ah, yes, the sword fight. See, and you laugh. I know it's all in jest, but my first stream, I actually did have a couple of dude mods, kind of like, you know, hey, you know, whose sword's bigger? And so, and that's, I'll end it right there. You get the picture. Tal, no, I will not give you the sword. No, I'm kidding. Always help. Yeah, see, like my first stream, I actually ended up with quite a few people in, and modded quite a few, but I mean, this is Sunday morning. It's weird. I did kind of let a few people know on the down low that I was sick, just this past week, actually, and then here I go, breaking into a stream. So there's probably a few people that are even like, what the? So 4th degree black belt. I have no belt, but I'll take your word for it. Wield that sword wisely. Gobi! Gobi! Gobi is officially in the house. And I'm gonna assume he's not trying to lurk, because he just followed and it put it up on the screen and everything, so. But this does give me a good opportunity to do something stupid. Even more stupid than usual. We will be calling you Gobi in this channel as well. I see you on Pink Latex's channel a lot, and you will be Gobi here as well for the same reason that you're Gobi there. Because it just, to say your name full, you know, the full way, I mean, I guess we could go Gobanus. You know, kind of like pull the Uranus thing. I'm gonna assume you weren't trying to go with anus. I'm gonna assume that wasn't your aim. But we're just gonna avoid the entire thing, and go Gobi here as well. But as everybody says, you might as well be a streamer as well. You're in everybody else's stream. You're like the pro tank. So but very good to see you here. I've said it a million times just in chat, just typing it out. Gobi is like the reason why I actually decided to level my first werewolf. I think I saw it in the, I think it was the Deltia streaming event. How long's that been now? Like 3 or 4 months? Gobby Stopper. The everlasting Gobby Stopper. Werewolf for the win, yes. Still pretty useless, I'm not gonna lie. I probably do more damage out of werewolf form than in werewolf form, even with my werewolf leveled to 10 now. But it just looks cool, doesn't it? It just looks cool. So, that's neither here nor there. We'll jump back into game. But definitely, thanks for coming out. Thanks for the follow. Exactly. And pretty much everybody, I don't really know anybody that thinks, wow, werewolf is just so devastatingly powerful. Ray gun. Thanks for coming out. There's the moderator extraordinaire. I think that's how it works. I was talking about Ray gun, and then she just appears. Because, as we all know, she does own Twitch. So she had eyes on it. She may not have actually been here, but she heard. She knows. She heard her name, and it was time to appear. I think Ray is a mod in every channel. Exactly. And I'm, I'm not trying to be a jerk when I say this. I'm legitimately, I think she owns Twitch. I think she may not want people to know that. I don't know. It is unconfirmed, but that is just my hunch. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Krasmad Sai says, I don't think I've modded Raygun in my stream. I'm gonna need a moment here because I just talked you up as being, very intelligent, very smart, where all things ESO are concerned, and then you drop this bomb. To not mod Ray is like forgetting to breathe. It's like it's a failure. I am all about 3 strikes though. So you totally have time. You have time to correct this. I mean, after all, when you are in the stream whose tagline is "Welcome to the mediocrity that is Yahu's Reviews live streaming," people are going to make mistakes. So, but this needs to be rectified very, very quickly. Post haste. I might even go, don't leave, but maybe just open your stream in a second, tab or something like that. Get that fixed. Give us some confirmation. And so once again, as we go along here, I am well aware that I am AoEing on single targets and things of that sort. It is because I've literally just respec'd this guy to Stam. One of the guilds I'm in, well, a couple of the guilds I'm in actually needed that type of DPS, like the goof who just YOLOs in and spams Steel Tornado and stuff like that. And I wasn't really happy with this guy. He's an Imperial Templar, and I wasn't really happy with him as a Magicka build, so I decided to go Stamina and try out the whole, let's spam Steel Tornado like crazy thing. But I don't think I even have any single target abilities unlocked. So we're just going to have to put up with it together. But as I mentioned also, If it gets to the point where even I am annoyed at it, where even I just can't stand to watch this shit anymore, then we might change it up. We might do something else. Maybe lobby PvP or something. Or even, if any of you here are in-game or looking to get into game, and we're maybe considering any kind of dungeons or anything, maybe give me a shout. We can figure something out. We can do things poorly together. Rennie! Rennie is in the house. That was a button mispress there that I'm not even sure what ability that was. So... And for those of you who don't know, Rennie, I'm pretty sure you're in with Yahu and all of those guys, right? Joshman Orange and all of them. And you were actually, if I remember correctly, you weren't my first follower, but you were one of my first followers. So, special shout out for Rennie anyways. .300 pages don't write themselves. I don't envy you, Kraz. Thank you for the host, by the way. I think I'm seeing that come through. Thank you. Studying. Angel is studying. Studying on the job, it sounds like. So again, I will throw this out there. If there are any streamers in chat who
The cannon.
I either haven't seen or whatever, any of you who are mods, by all means, can throw out a caster command, !caster, on anyone that I've missed. Even if I've already done it, what the heck? Go ahead, again, it doesn't matter. As I said before, I have the little no advertising thing down below, realistically, just to keep people from like putting up pyramid schemes and ridiculousness. It has nothing to do with trying to block casters. I couldn't care less. As far as I'm concerned, if you stream and you stream ESO, you're all right in my book. So, Togra, how are you? And I am going to just assume that I'm saying that right, Togra, because that's the way everybody else says it. If I am wrong, and you feel as though you can properly pronounce it by typing it somehow, feel free. I'll probably still say it wrong. Is this game good? You know what, Rex? First of all, thanks for stopping by. But I'm actually going to let chat field that question. For me, let's put it this way. The name is Yahu's Reviews. The website is yahusreviews.com. And when we first started up We were playing and reviewing pretty much everything. PC games, console, just about every console. And for the past 3 months now, since really getting into ESO and finding the community, especially other streamers, I've been playing this game exclusively. I have streamed nothing but ESO. So it should be self-evident that I find the game good and worthwhile. But the thing is, because I'm so insane about it, I am not a, unbiased voice. So there are a few others here that I know play other games. So I'll just let chat feel that. My answer is absolutely, this is a good game. There were some issues at launch.
Justice is done.
Some
return to my squad.
fairly bad bugs. We'll just stick with issues. There were some issues at launch. I was still so addicted to Skyrim that I wasn't one of the pre-order folks. But I have had the game. I had the game since last fall, but I didn't actually sub to it until January. So I still have been in, I've played prior to the update 6, and, I would say for me, from update 6 on, it's almost a different game. Thank you for the host, Easton Wolf, and by the way, Easton Wolf is a pretty darn fun streamer himself. You never know what you're gonna get when you go into his channel. But Easton Wolf streams multiple games. He does stream ESO as well, so by all means, check him out. I very rarely, for myself, just throw follows around. I don't follow people generally on another person's, word for it. So I don't usually just say, give that person a follow, but in this case, Kraz, both Wolves, Wolfenite Game, Easton Wolf, even Talreset, even though he's, like I said, Tal is mostly console, so we're still a couple of weeks away from getting to see him in ESO. Angel Eyes, these are people who I will just flat out say, give them a follow. I don't care if you've ever seen them before. Give them a follow anyways. You won't be disappointed. See ya, Angel. Definitely be well.
Your valiant rescue of the first Auridon Marines was well-timed. They've driven off the last of the imposters. What news of the traitor Teldor? Was Canon Reeve Villano injured? Mike?
Alright, yes. See you tonight, Angel. Yeah, this thing here, this stream, I never know what I'm doing, so it's okay. But in this particular case, I know what I'm doing even less. This was not planned. People have just kind of been wondering where I've been. I've had a couple. Last night, I'll just say it. I don't generally. It's a bit personal. So, this falls under the category of TMI. But I have a I have a degenerative bone and joint condition that I take a lot of meds for, a lot of stuff that's like low-dose chemotherapy drugs to purposely suppress my immune system because it is my own immune system that is destroying and eating away at the bones and joints in my body. But about 2 months ago, I came down with some kind of, it was just like a run-of-the-mill cold, but because I'm on all of those immunosuppressive drugs, I couldn't shake it. They put me on antibiotics and steroids and all of this stuff and stopped the chemo stuff, and I am still right now 2 months out this morning sick. It has caused all kinds of problems, constant headaches from the sinus congestion, a lot of difficulty breathing. I have an inhaler next to me just in case. A lot of uncool things, and so I've just been kind of, to be perfectly honest, laying in bed a lot. And I don't say this to seek sympathy or anything. I don't want it. No. But I'm just kind of letting you guys know where I've been, what's been up. This morning, after sending out an email to one of my closer ESO streamer buddies, just like 2 nights ago, that, man, you know, it feels almost like I'm dying. This morning, what do you know, I wake up and I feel more energetic this morning than I have in weeks. So, you know, it just, I wanted to get this in. I can't believe, for a fairly newbie streamer, I don't stream often, the support, the people asking when I do stop into a stream, like, hey buddy, how have you been? Where have you been? You know, the community, streamers and viewers alike. I've never experienced anything like what we have here in ESO. So I know it's cliche, but I am here for you guys. I genuinely enjoy the interaction. It's a highlight of my day. Anytime I can jump on, whether it's streaming or just chatting, whatever. You know, love you guys. So here I am. Here we are. Love you too, Wolfie. Being kind of in the boat that I am, you know, this game and watching streams or streaming it myself, it really is kind of my life. You know, I work from home a little bit, because I haven't really been able to do a lot the past few years. So, you know, when I need a vacation or I need some time off or I feel it's time to game and not work, you know, I just talk to the boss and make it happen. So, ESO is life. Gobi, I didn't know you streamed till I did an ESO search this morning. None of my guys were on, but it turns out you were on. Yeah. Well, you know, boy, you had to end up really low on the list to find me too, huh? So I appreciate you coming out. I've actually been streaming about 3 months now, but if you look at my archive, or even my, I have a playlist. I basically take my streams raw as is and put them on the YouTube channel as well under their own playlist. I think it's called Twitch Rewind. You'll see I only have like 6 streams because it's been, I'd like to go ideally 2 to 3 times a week, but it just hasn't worked out. It's like every time I kind of get a little momentum going, You know, another thing will happen with the health or whatever, and so you know, I apologize. I've had a lot of friends, people that I trust, tell me I need to do this more often, and I agree. But you know, sometimes life sucks. So enough of that bullcrap. Number 2. Well, then there just must not be anybody streaming. But I do definitely appreciate, you know, everybody who's here. Everybody in channel. Nico, I don't think I said hi to you. I'm a bad streamer. Nico's a buddy. Nico's everywhere too. Nico's in a lot of the streams that I get around too. So, thanks for coming out.
You thought this was the safest route?
Wolfenite game. Streaming is therapeutic. It is. You know, people... I think people who don't stream, you know, would hear a streamer say that and probably be, you know, want to call BS. They'd probably be like, they're, you know, they're just saying that. They want viewers or whatever. You know, obviously, I guess viewers are... You know, without viewers, what are you doing, right? But for lack of a better way of saying it, yeah, I mean, I stream not to have a number, but because I genuinely like interacting like this. A lot of people poke fun at me for having like 30 minutes of actual gameplay and 2.5 hours of you know, talking with the stream, but it's what I like to do. I like to interact. I you know, a lot of you, even though I've never met you in real life, I actually consider you to be friends. So, even if I just ask you, how's your day going? And you give me an honest answer instead of just like, oh, it's fine. You know, if you spend half an hour, you know, filling my chat with walls of text, that's fine. Rez does the same. Rez is like one of my favorite streamers too. I tell this story. I know I've told it before on stream, but I'm going to tell it again. The first time I ever went into Rez's stream, I don't remember exactly what was going on, but it was some weirdness. We'll just go with weirdness. Some funky stuff was going on, and first impressions, right? It was kind of like, you know, I'm not sure I'm gonna stick around. This is a bit, you know, it's a bit over the top. And, I remember, I think it was for an event. So I said to myself, I said, no, you know, I'm going to give him the same chance that I've given everybody else. I stuck around, and I'm so glad that I did. You know, there are some things he says and does that I don't agree with. But I still have so much fun. It's kind of like proof, I guess, that you don't have to agree with everybody on everything. You can have differences of opinion, even on... some real life or political, social opinions, and you know, still find common ground on other things. So I love Rez. I think he would be okay with me calling him a bro, because he has that thing, you know, don't bro me unless you know me. But Rez is a homie, so loves me some Rez. So by all means, he's not even here. He's not even here, and yet I'm gonna do this. for anybody, on the off chance you don't know, if you don't know, you better know. Rez is one of those guys. First of all, you know, he's been around since beta. He was one of the original, like the day that the NDA lifted on being able to stream ESO. He was one of the first day streamers. So yeah, if you don't know, you better know. Rez is awesome. There may be a few things he says or does that actually offend you. But he's helped so many people, and I think it's the fact that he's so genuine. He doesn't, it's not that he wants to be a hard ass, but he just truly doesn't care, you know, if he offends, because he's keeping it real, and you have to respect that, even if you don't understand or agree with every position he has. So why am I just like walking in circles? Why am I stuck in the harborage? Wolf, yes, there are, I don't know, we're gonna have to figure something out, like Wolfie 1 and Wolfie 2. Nah, that's not good. DC Master Race. See, exactly. I'm lost. I readily admit. I've only had a couple of AD tunes, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit lost in the AD territory. I'm on record as saying I love the look of the AD zones. I mean, dude, you know, where is it? Grotwood? The city is a freaking tree. How is that not awesome? That's epic. But actually navigating the zones, I'm not so in love with. You run into like these sheer cliffs, and it's like, yeah. So I admit, I'm a DC guy. I have tunes in all three. I am not a faction elitist, but AD is kicking my butt just a little bit. Just the zone, a little bit lost, not gonna lie. Still working on gold on yours, yeah, Ixie. I've got a Vet 3 that's already in gold, and this is a Vet 3 that I literally just started silver like a couple of days ago. So I think my other Vet 3, they're a Nightblade, and they were actually my first character. So I did a lot of the stealthy, let's sneak past these mob things. ESO being my first MMO, not really understanding that you need to kill as much as you can for the XP, so I'm lacking a little bit there. This guy, I definitely did a little bit of mob grinding, so I'm probably right about where I should be. Maybe just a little bit ahead. You've been no way, Ixie. You've been playing since day one of early access and still only on East March. Wow. Now, I mean, I'm probably not good to go on because, you know, those of you who are friends in game, you'll see, you know, when I am feeling good It's nothing for me to be on at all hours of the day and night. And I think what slows me down just a little bit is that I usually, I'm a bit of a loner. I don't have a problem with grouping up. You definitely get more XP that way, especially if you are going to grind a bit. But for whatever reason, I do tend to solo. And I mean, without a doubt, I would get XP a lot faster, especially with just one other partner. It definitely helps. Haven't done much of Craglorn yet either. You know what? It's funny, but I think one of the first times I had ever been in Craglorn was with Deltia on one of his streams. And Vet 3, and I was on my Nightblade too, so not a lot like this Vet 3 here. I mean, yeah, I'm Stam and using a lot of Steel Tornado and stuff, but I have just enough Magicka for self-heals. You know, I can... I find I can even grind mobs by myself already in Crag, so I think it just depends. You know, to me, Templar is the easiest character to play that I've done. So if any of you here are new to the game, I guess that's kind of a tip. If you're not sure how to, what to go with, I find Templar, especially when you're leveling up, it's so versatile, and even things like Breath of Life, they can sustain you. Forget about healing other people. They can keep you alive, because it's all about number one. Great for solo play. Yeah, exactly, Gobi. I mean, Breath of Life is hands down the best heal in the game. If you want to be a healer, definitely Templar. But even if not, if you just want to have really good self-sustain for leveling, it's awesome. Easily the most flexible class, without a doubt. And I think this guy proves it. Until a couple of weeks ago, or well, actually a couple of days ago, he is an Imperial, but I had him spec'd as full Magicka. I had Vampire on him, and I was mostly healing and, Magicka DPS. And I decided I wanted to make another Templar with more actual Magicka racial passives. So I went ahead and I decided to roll a Breton, and I've been leveling him. I've got him up to where I'm about to go over to Vet soon, probably within the next week with him. So I decided to go ahead and make this guy a Stamina Templar. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So far, so good. I like to spam block and block cast a lot. Like even Steel Tornado, I'm usually holding block while doing that. So some of the higher level enemies definitely drain my stam a little bit too fast, but I'm hoping to get it worked out. Any gear sets at the moment? Not really. I think I have, I'm just running crafted stuff. Let me see. I think right now I just have 5-piece Hundings, I'm pretty sure. If I can find the right screen. Yeah, 5-piece Hundings, and I'm not even sure what the other set. Night Silence. I was kind of going back and forth between, do I want Hundings to be the 5, or do I want Night Silence to be the 5? I really miss not having that movement speed But I think I'm about at that point where I've embraced not having it. You know, I'm not a Nightblade. I don't need that sneak speed. So I'm probably going to go away from Night Silence. But that's still kind of a tie-over from my last set when I was still Magicka. So it was just kind of some gear that I had laying around. As you see, it's still Vet 2 and I'm a Vet 3. So, but yeah, pretty much, you know, Hunding's Rage is pretty much the main. But I don't have any. Yeah, like I don't have any matched sets or two-piece sets or anything like that. I tend to wait on that. You know, definitely at Vet 14 or even within you know, striking distance of Vet 14, I'll probably get a little bit more serious. For my build, definitely do the Hundings, yeah. Hundings and Ashen Grip with the Shadow Walker. Yeah, that's, you know, like right now too, I know, I forget the name of the set, but right now my crafting character has just moved into where I've got like about 7 traits on everything. So, like even once I get to 8, I may even try, you know, some other stuff. I know like Way of the Arena, I think is 8 traits. For me, that tends to be more of a PvP set, and I'm not even going to go into PvP on a Vet 3. No, I did it a few times, and it's a spanking. I'm not going to lie. So. Stream froze on you, Wolfie. Yeah, exactly. PvP. Yeah, yeah. So that's, I don't know, like Vet 3, I mean, if I were in a good group, I'd consider PvP. But I don't know, we had like a 20-man group a few weeks ago, and in Vet, and I think I was a Vet 2, and we already had, we had the stealthed up gankers, you know, doing their thing, deliberately, you know, picking out the, you know, the lower Vet characters and spamming Crit Rush and Wrecking Blow, right? You're pretty much just like CC'd and, you know, good luck, basically. So it's just not fun. So I'll low be PvP all day, every day, until I get this guy up. You know, then we'll see some PvP, some Vet PvP. Be right back, okay, Nico? Yeah, Arena on Melee. Yeah, Melee heavy and tanky. Well, that's almost kind of where I'm going with this guy. I'm in, at the moment, I think 5 medium, 1 heavy, and 1 light. Really just still testing stuff out. He feels tanky. To me right now, he feels tanky. So even though I tend to lean more toward Dragon Knight for the tank thing. I'm almost considering Sword and Board, because right now my back bar is pretty much not really set anyways. It's kind of a hodgepodge, and I think I might even still have just a resto staff or something on him, and I'm not even using any restoration staff abilities. So I had a bow for a while, and that was okay. But right now, since I'm mostly doing PvE, I could see for dungeon runs and things like that, I could actually see already with this guy. If I'm with a group that already has good DPS, I could see actually tanking on him.
You look familiar. Ah, Vulcan, Queen's favorite. I'm glad you're here. We came to Tanzelville to honor the spirits of our ancestors, and now they seem bloody well determined to kill us all. An excellent... If danger doesn't find her, she'll seek it
Templar
out
tanks
and invite
work
it home
well.
to
I
dinner.
had 2 in the VR
She's
levels
in
and
the
just
ruins
started
just
another
ahead,
one. See?
conspiring with the battle ring.
And if anybody would know
They're
tanking,
determined to complete the ceremony. I swear, it's like being, tradition. Just so.
Pro tank,
You
Gobi.
know how it is. In the waters of the island, there are...
if you do ever start streaming, I think that should be like your thing. I think, it should be like, proesotanking.com. Might require a name change on Twitch. Or maybe like Tank for Hire. That might work. Tank for Hire. It was the most hilarious thing. For those of you who know Gobi, and like especially if you watch Pink Latex at all, you know Gobi. He's always like these huge muscular orcs. Tanker extraordinaire.
We call upon our honored ancestors
And,
to pass on their memory and wisdom.
Your ancestors
He rolled,
disavowed
I believe it's a
false one.
Bosmer,
The veiled queen is
and I'm
the
pretty sure
rightful
he
heir,
actually
and
set the
Norian shall
height
end
slider
your reign.
to as low as it'll go.
Look out!
He was like, a little flea on screen. It was the most hilarious. It was just such a change of pace. It was so un-Gobi
Well, that could have gone better.
to see this little
Maybe it's all that royal we nonsense. We call
short
upon our
leg,
ancestors.
stumped
It's all
out
rather condescending, isn't it?
Bosmer
Don't
running
mind
around and be like,
This ceremony. Continue.
I hear
It's as
Gobi's
said,
voice
the
in
ceremonies
chat.
are for the people. They've always been a part of Crown.
but he's not in this stream.
The people are already nervous about my extended absence. They need to know. I've no idea.
It was very
Norian was a
very
staunch
weird.
supporter. Truly? Continue the rituals, of course. It must be Norian.
The Bosmer Gobi, he is cool. It's just, it's a bit of a, it's a shock to the system, right? You get so used to one thing. Yep.
Careful, don't get too close. I'm not in...
I seem to
No, it
remember
doesn't,
that
does it?
this random quest kind of overlaps with where you're going on the main quest, so I might as well go ahead and pick it up. Mirella, thank you. Thank you, first of all, thank you for coming out, and thank you for the follow. Gobi is a midget tank that destroys foes with potatoes and love. Oh no. Are we gonna do... I guess there can just never be a day or a stream that we don't hear about the potato. So welcome, Yahu. I just never had seen you streaming before. Yeah, that's, you know, I get that. It's kind of a joke. I stream once a month. You know, the once a month streamer. My tagline, though, maybe it needs to change to something like that, but the tagline, the official tagline, is "Welcome to the mediocrity that is Yahu's Reviews live streaming." So just so you know, you're now informed. But I could totally do something with, you know, this guy streams less often than I clean my swimming pool. Many jokes to be made, I'm sure. Perfect example of the mediocrity. Yes, that was an accidental ultimate usage. I have repentance on my MMO mouse. Let's look at this piece of crap together. And it's not really a piece of crap. I mean, it's a G600. I deliberately went with the G600 because the buttons are bigger than the Razer. The whole mouse is bigger than the Razer. I mean, I've got decently large hands. I'm 6'2", right around 180 pounds. So, right in the wheelhouse, right? I'm like right where I should be on the doctor's BMI chart. But I can palm a basketball. And even with the big buttons of the G600, I fat finger or fat thumb buttons quite a bit. And yes, that was my third accidental ultimate drop of the stream. And we're only about halfway through. So maybe that could be a thing, like every 10 accidental ulties, you know, Yahu does an in-game giveaway or something.
Did you see her? She tried to kill me. She's lying.
Embrace the suck. I've seen that tagline elsewhere. Maybe that could be like a shirt for the website. It's like embrace the suck on the front, and then the official tagline on the back or something. I don't know. No! I am not dying on stream, no.
Now I must perform the ritual.
You need my mouse. It's too big for my tiny hands. Well, what do you have? Don't get me wrong. I love this mouse. It has way too many buttons. As I've already joked about in previous streams. This guy right here. Hang on a second. This guy right here is actually even a shift key. So these 12 buttons, which are already 12 too many. I couldn't even tell you what the last 6 do. I kind of know what the first 6 do. I know that I have things bound to the last 6. Couldn't tell you what though. I'm being honest. I don't know. So already pretty much like 12 too many. But that guy right there is actually a shift. If you hold that down, you get an entirely different set of buttons. So 24. And a man of my mental midgetry, struggles a bit with that. That's a lot. So between still forgetting half of the buttons and then also having this fat thumb, it's a recipe for disaster. I'm not gonna lie. And I think I even mentioned last time as well, this guy up here also is some kind of a shift. I don't even know. I don't even know what the shit this button does. I don't touch it. We don't talk about it. So if I could tape over it or take it out some way, I probably would. It just feels like yet another accidental press waiting to happen. I avoid mice. They smell funny. And then Nico writes, that's 'cause you be storing them in your sock drawer. I'm just going to let that one go. You've all read it. You can do with it what you will. I suppose we could ask, do the socks smell because of foot odor? Or do the socks smell because of the mice? You know, kind of like the chicken and the egg thing. Which drives which, I guess. You think Nico is spending too much time with goatees? That's a known thing. Not so much necessarily specifically those two, but I think that all of us spend a little too much time with each other. Just smile and wave. That's probably not bad advice for a lot of things, Wolf. The snowflake fox, I find that to be an excellent question. I clearly missed something along the way in my own chat. I think it started with me doing this thing. I was talking about my mouse and too many buttons and accidentally fat thumbing buttons and things, and then it turned into another thing. And that's okay. As one who walks through true life, kind of marching to the beat of my own drum, in most cases, I encourage odd behavior in my chat. That's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I can't answer the question though. I don't. I'm not 100% sure why it became a thing.
My God, keep it for the time being.
So I think, if I'm not mistaken, we might have even had a couple more ESO streamers kind of come through here. I apologize. Do I have to say it again? Welcome to the mediocrity that is Yahu's Reviews live streaming. It's not funny. It's not a joke. It's real. So if I didn't mention you, if I didn't say hi, if I didn't put a caster command out for you, I apologize. I don't know why anybody watches me. I don't think I would watch me. Indeed, welcome back, Kraz. I don't know. She brought food, and my first question, anytime I see somebody come into my chat mentioning food, the first thing I always do is ask, but did you bring enough for the whole class? Morella, there is no such thing as normal, Yahu. On this stream, there damn sure isn't. If we are all supposedly unique individuals, there can be no such thing as normal. Normal is a word invented by boring people to excuse their boringness. This is wisdom. This is sage advice. Mega, I'm just going to call you Mega. Mega, you know what? I'll give you an attempt. I will give you an attempt. Mega Oscaros. I'll give that about a 50-50 that I've said it right. But I don't believe there's anybody on Twitch whose name is said wrong more than my own. It's Yahu's Reviews. You know, when I started up the YouTube, I was going to be reviewing games and things, and, you know, it was Yahu's Reviews. Trust me, I know. But unfortunately, especially within Elder Scrolls lore, the reviews part has really messed me up, because of course Dunmer actually has Revus as a name, and so it's not even people's fault that like everybody says Yahus Revus. Yahus, welcome to the stream, Yahus Revus. And I have to say, well, close enough. But it is Yahu's Review. So if I mispronounced your name, I do indeed apologize, but I am not extremely apologetic. I don't feel bad. There it is. Accidental alti of the stream, number 4. I think I really need to move that. It's right next to repentance, and you know, after every time I have a corpse laying on the ground, I try to use the repentance, bring my health back up, and it's It's accidental ultimate. Let me see here. Who else also? Dodge roll fall die guy. Welcome. Welcome. And as I always like to joke, it's not a good joke. It's not even really funny. But every time I see him in a chat, I always mention that I'm here to catch him. There will be no dodge roll falling and dying in my presence. You may dodge roll, you may fall, but I will catch you. The Snowflake Fox, I don't recall saying hello. So hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the mediocrity that is.
The ancients guide you through your days.
Yahu's Reviews live streaming. I seem to get quests I can't do. Within ESO. Playing this game on PC, I have to clarify that now, I guess now when I am questing, I seem to get quests that I can't do. Well, first of all, there are people in chat right now, I'm not going to name names, but there are people in chat right now who could probably help you out even better than I can. But by all means, give us a little something to go on. Give us a little feedback, like where are you, what zone, etc. And also, when you say I can't do you mean as in there is something actually quest breaking, like some kind of a bug, or is it just a situation where you're not sure what to do? You know, give us a bit of a lowdown here. You know, how long have you been playing? What faction? You know, any information that you feel would be pertinent, and we will get on the job. We will help you. We will walk you through. Depending on what faction, I might even jump on and friend you in game, and we'll tackle it together. Wandered into the wrong area. Pound dodge roll with Dale Pinky emote, yes. I think that could even be trademarked or something. Trademarked or, you know, like a registered. Pound dodge roll, TM, with the pinky head, pinky emote. Thank you for the follow, dodge roll, fall die guy. Dodge roll, fall, not die guy. Not in here. Not in here. We're gonna set up a trampoline or like a, you know, an air mattress or something. We'll take it around with us. I think it could be a quick slotted item. And we will always have that handy for dodge roll, fall, die guy. Dodge roll, fall, not die guy. It'll just be dodge roll, fall guy. No dying allowed in my vicinity. I have the same complex. If I'm on a Templar, especially if I've got heals on my bar, take it as a personal offense if you die in my vicinity. Run to a way shrine and travel back to the one in the previous zone. Says Raygun, which sounds like wise advice as well for what I think is going on here. Morala, your primaries are almost always healers. I think you and I will get along. For the first few months that I played, I thought, oh, I'm going to be a badass DPS, right? I'm going to be like on the leaderboards of endgame, and you learn pretty rapidly that truly awesome endgame DPS are actually harder to come by than what you might think. It's not easy. And so I've almost kind of done a 180. I have actually found a lot of, I guess for lack of a better word, joy in healing, especially in PvP, and that makes no sense whatsoever. But I do run, especially in non-vet PvP, I run with, you know, Deltia from deltiasgaming.com. I run with his group quite a bit, so it's pretty big, like 20 or more people usually, and I guess I take pride in being able to keep them alive. So between healing and purging, there's a lot of times that's all I'll do. I won't even DPS at all, and I still find myself getting a ton of AP and all kinds of achievements for healing and things like that. So excuse me, I have found it to be quite rewarding and a lot more fun than I ever thought it would be. So probably my favorite character in game right now is a healer, a Breton Templar. Second favorite is probably my Dunmer Nightblade, or not Nightblade, Dragon Knight. There's just something about being able to basically be almost invincible. I find between things like Green Dragon's Blood and spamming block with a sword and shield, even though my damage output isn't quite where I would like it to be yet with my Dragon Knight, because he's still low level. I think I'm at only level 30 or so. You know, still a few things I need to get unlocked, but basically being, you know, like a walking, I don't know, juggernaut, you know, like, you know, you're not killing me. That is really fun. On the Dragon Knight, tanking is fun. But the healer, I just really, I feel, you know, growing up, I played ice hockey growing up, and I was mostly a goalie, and I think healing kind of fits into that. It's kind of a, you know, your performance has a lot to do with how the entire team, you know, kind of like as the goalie goes, so goes the team. As the healer goes, so goes the team. If the healer is on their game, they can literally keep a team alive, and if the healer sucks, it's going to be probably not a long day. It's going to be a short day, because the team's going to break up pretty quickly. if I wanted to only stick to the main questing, it should be leveling up on time. Doing side questing is not what I like to do. If I knew the game was going to be like this, I would have not got it. Opinions vary, but for me personally, you know, I am more to the side that your first time through, I really believe everybody should just play the game. I think everybody should learn the zones and the quests, you know, as much as possible. Now after that, like right now, for example, this is, you know, I've re-rolled a lot of characters just to change factions and things like that, and there is not much that's more annoying to me than running through leveling up a toon, you know, like the 10th time in a given zone. So from that standpoint, I do agree. There should be other ways to level up. Grinding mobs, there are effective areas to do it still. And grinding mobs will absolutely get you the levels. They just won't get you the skill points in most cases. A lot of the actual you know, quests that you do, especially main quests, you will get a skill point just for completing the quest. So Zoss is obviously very interested in, you know, people playing the game, and I respect that viewpoint, but at the same time, you know, I'm not going to look down at my nose, you know, at you for wishing there was a more effective way of doing it, you know, other than that. So that should be kamikaze, but to me it almost looks like komakaze. But I'm pretty sure it's kamikaze? Kamikaze. Kind of a play on kamikaze? I don't know. Kamikaze, komakaze, whatever it is, welcome to the stream. Don't think I had seen you before, so welcome. And Morala says, I am the ultimate altaholic. Yeah, I have that illness too. I'll get to like Vet 1, and instead of going into that grind to get to end game, I'll start a new alt. It's a bit counterproductive, but there's just always something new to do, right? Like, I wonder if this race would mesh better with this class, or, you know, I wonder if this racial passive would allow me to not have to put these points into the champion system or whatever. So, yeah, I have deleted I have deleted several characters as well. And, you know, it's, yeah. You know. We need to spread the awareness. Autism is a serious disease. We're trying to find a cure. But at this time, we still need your help. You don't understand. Yeah, Wolfenite game, I just don't understand how people have a hard time leveling in this game. As I mentioned earlier, on my very first toon, as a Nightblade, I thought sneaking past everything in the game was the way to go. So I struggled a bit there. But ever since I, well, let's see, learned how to play an MMO, I don't see the problem either. So, I mean, I know for me, once I get into Cadwell's stuff, I generally don't do everything. I do try to stick to just the main story. And I generally find that just between making sure to kill everything that I come across, doing the main quest, I find it's not really a problem. I'm not saying it's fast, but Old John Boy, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I've actually seen you around a few streams the past week. I think I've seen you in Deltia's stream for sure. So, absolutely, welcome to the stream. As I spam my AoE on only 2 targets, noobing it up, I say, welcome to the mediocrity that is Yahu's Reviews live streaming. Nico says, Fox, if it makes it easier for you, just play the game and give it a bit of time. I can't agree with that anymore. I think every Elder Scrolls game I've ever played, the first couple of weeks was almost kind of like, you know, what have I even gotten myself into? They're traditionally not the fastest starting. You know, you've got to put the time in. I wholeheartedly believe, and probably every other person sitting in this chat right now wholeheartedly believes, that if you do so, if you put the time in, put just a little bit in, you will be rewarded greatly. I mean, you're watching a guy who, I mean, if you just scroll down and read, you know, the games that I used to play and record, you know, you're talking to a guy who has, I haven't even turned my consoles on in over a month. ESO has just taken over. There are so many levels. The game itself is great, but I think for me also, and most here can attest, the community, the people I've met. I mean, there are people that I have met in-game, never met in real life. They're not even anywhere near. I live near Pittsburgh, and there are people that live in Cali, okay? That, like if they called me up and needed help with something in real life, they needed a few bucks for this or that or whatever, I mean, I wouldn't even hesitate. These are people that I actually consider friends, and you know, it has come as a result of being in this game and being involved in this community. I don't know what more you could ask for. If that's not your thing, if you're just looking for a game, then, you know, it may not be for you.
Let me come with you.
But I will definitely echo, you know, give it more time. Explorer's Pack is something I also did. I bought the Imperial Edition out of the gate. But as I was not one of the pre-order people, I did not have the any race in any faction, so I absolutely did the Explorer's Pack through G2A. And it's been great. So
I should warn you. Well, no. I'm prepared.
I find for me, especially anytime I want to run a vampire at endgame, I pretty much just roll Dunmer. That fire resist racial passive. Throw a few pieces of fire resist gear on as well, and you can almost negate the you know, the damage that is done to you. Rennie, thank you for the host. Thank you so much for the host, Rennie. I will do my best to disappoint your viewers. To disappoint your viewers. That way they all stay with you. That way they come here and they're like, this guy sucks, I'm out of here. That way you don't ever lose any. If we're ever streaming at the same time, it's an easy choice. So for all of you hosting me, I will do my best to disappoint your viewers. Kamikaze, I'm gonna say it's kamikaze. Thank you for the follow.
You are no queen, Tyler. You are a spoiled child. Give up this charade and let the veiled queen lead our people to glory.
Seem to be bugged at the moment. Thank you, Ray. Thank you for the host. For some reason, I am dying. There we go. I couldn't use any abilities. Something got stuck.
Don't want to stay down here any longer than we have to.
I hate this quest. Queen Irene there seems to be a little slow, and if you go and attack the mobs
Feels good to draw my sword again.
before she says her spiel and goes and attacks first, it won't count, and you have to fight the mob again. Just a little buggy, but I haven't played it since the last couple patches, so we'll see. We'll learn together. Maybe they have fixed it. Alright, Morella, thank you so much for stopping by. Seriously, thank you. But I totally understand needing your own fix. You need to work on your Dunmer DK. It was 50-50 for me. My Dunmer DK is a level 30. So it was either, you know, level him up or the vet, and I want to get this vet closer to the end, so that's why we're here. But by all means, anybody out there, you know, give me some feedback. If this is a bit boring for you, we can do something else. I was considering a little PvP as well, so if you're just not feeling the, you know, the leveling here, that's cool. Let me know. Unkbot, yeah, you know, everybody who has it tells me that it's fantastic. Automatic hosting. Well, I think I'm probably going to install it. There's a lot. There is so much that I've been trying to do. I also want to get a TeamSpeak server up. I kind of want to do a thing where, like, this stream is a perfect example. You know, maybe I could actually open it up to viewers, anybody who has a tune of roughly the same level, in the same faction. You know, we could just do like an impromptu dungeon run or something. So I definitely, you know, I want to get a TeamSpeak up. I have the client, or not the client, the server downloaded. I'm considering, I think I want to put it on a remote server though. I'm not sure. So it's nice of them to now allow me to enter the ancestral tomb when I was already there and it didn't trigger for some reason, but hey, it's all good. helped someone Unkbot. Yeah, I'm probably, let's put it this way, I'm definitely gonna do it. I'm definitely gonna get it installed. But I will probably not really get into the actual setup and things like that. So I'll take a look at it. I'll see how it goes. And I gather that the latest iteration, that's a bit of a big word for stream. But in its latest form, I gather you can now add commands and things like that through the chat. So if that's something that you can do now, Ray, yeah, totally. It might be something that I just kind of let you go nuts with. So. But when is Ray gonna stream? You know what? And ordinarily I would be like, yeah, when is Ray gonna stream? Because I feel everybody should stream, but no. And here's why. Because then she wouldn't be around to mod as much. And I'm just a selfish bastard like that. So, you know. Ray, by all means, if you have any, you know, hankering to stream, great. I will support you in any way possible. In all of my noobness, I will totally host you for my 2 viewers. Anytime I ever saw you online. But I'm not gonna lie, I like you right where you are. Need a console or a better PC. And a car first. I hear new car streaming. Generally speaking, a true mode of transportation is, you know, the higher priority. So Ankabot, which is from the United Arab Emirates. Yeah, started to wonder who we were hanging out with. There is no terrorism promotion at yahoosreviews.com. I swear that your donations are not funneled in any way whatsoever to ISIS or any other terrorist group in the world. It's not a thing. It's not a thing here. So, yeah, I don't. Unkbot is just simply a bot. I think, if I, you know, anyone can correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe the gentleman who made it actually was just looking to make a bot for his own Twitch stream. And I gather, you know, it was so good, and he had enough other people kind of like, you know, hey, you know, let me in on your secret, that he indeed ended up putting it out there. So that's my understanding from what I know of it. I didn't think so. Just proves a person should be careful which link to choose. Google 101, I think. But you did find the correct one, so all is well that ends well. Good to hear. Good to know. Yeah, most people I know that are running it are still running some other bot as well. Like they'll run Unkbot in conjunction with Nightbot or something like that. So I don't know. For me, I'm just running Nightbot, and I'm finding it somewhat lacking. Bring me a slice as well, Nico. Getting the pizza. Okay, you can go now. You can move. Huh. See, this is what I was talking about. I don't know. She's just kind of like not moving. And I can't go to the next zone yet, I don't think. We'll give it a shot. Pizza me, wouldn't that be awesome? When is, like, you know, FOIP, Food Over Internet Protocol, when is that going to be a thing? That would be awesome. And then, as if by magic, she was totally, you all saw it. You bear witness to the fact that the queen was stuck. And then I get here and somehow, magically, through the magic of Zos, she's ahead of me. That's fine. It's good. There is a service that does that. I'm talking like right now. I'm talking like Star Wars teletransporter type stuff. Like, you scan the pizza and it pops out of my, you know, CD-ROM or something. Hey, what do you know? I guess I should join this fight. Put up a couple bubbles too, just in case. Yeah. Stand in red, not a problem. I'm a Templar.
Do not control with savages and beasts.
Mercy and civility for the weak.
Move!
That's right.
Marine got what he deserved.
No single target
Time's
damage
ritual
abilities
was
slotted, so we will simply finish them with a
May
heavy
the
attack.
ancestors bless us with their wisdom and protection.
The ancestors honor your prayers.
Really? No.
May the light
Treat
of the
stream.
eight bless you
People
and
can
guide.
send you food. You gotta be kidding. So, like,
Let your
you know,
reign
if
be
I'm in the
long
middle
and
of
peaceful.
DSA or something, you know, the blood sugar starts to drop, you know, it can be
It's
like
finished.
Wolfenite to the
Let's get
rescue.
out of this dark place.
You know, the
Follow me.
knock at the door happens, and it's the pizza man or the, you know, Chinese delivery here to save me. That is awesome. Totally gonna have to check that out and probably put it in the you know, forget donations. You know, how do we impress Yahu? Food. You know, like totally put that $10 towards, like, you know, a medium 2 topping, right? I mean, that's like, you know, I'll be like featuring you on my stream. Look at this delicious pizza sent to me by, you know, fill in the blank viewer. That would be totally awesome. Let me break out a game here for just a second. I need to do something. Just a moment. Not actually going anywhere. Not leaving you guys. Just need to hit my web browser real quick. All right, back.
You risked everything to help me. I won't forget it.
Pushing 4 a.m. Hey, you know what? I
Two
more
more discs. Go carefully
dodge
on the roads,
roll.
my friend. You're a valuable resource to the
Fall,
Dominion.
not die guy.
And me, of course. Of course, my
You will
friend.
hear a
Worried
lot
about
of people
them
say
turning
things
out
like, sleep is overrated.
believe so.
I am
Lauren
not one
was
of those
on guard
individuals.
and never most of the others are waiting us on the road. Honestly,
Going
no
without
change.
sleep is painful. Physically, emotionally, mentally. So, if you gotta take off, you gotta take off. I appreciate you hanging out. Don't get me wrong. You know, I'm grateful. But I can't believe I'm going to say this. Me, of all people. ESO does not take precedence over sleep. So, do what you got to do. But by all means, thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Outright trick.
If you stick around,
Outright
great.
traitors like
If you
Norian
go to
will
sleep,
end,
great.
No question. The
I
problem
leave
is
it up
that
to you.
traitors like Norian are only fanning the flame.
One day, Razum.
Dodge roll for no reason, that's right. Just because. So aside from watching a mediocre stream on Twitch, what's everybody up to today? For me, Sundays are usually kind of lazy, relaxed, laid back. It doesn't seem like a lot of people stream on Sundays, so for me, Sunday is usually like a I don't know, I guess a time to give the computer a little bit of rest. I'm sure Comcast loves me on Sundays. It's like the one day that I don't use, you know, like 500 gigs of bandwidth or something insane, so. Not today, you bastards, Comcast. The amount of money you charge me, I don't feel bad. Just chilling. Gonna mow the yard this evening. Yeah. See, I don't know where you know how it is where you are, but here near Pittsburgh, I woke up to literally 50 degrees. And it is currently, I want to say 80 degrees. Yes, 80 degrees on the button. So a 30-degree swing during the day, yeah. Unfortunately, there was too much frost on the grass this morning, and now it's just too, can I say, ball-sweatingly hot? It's just too hot right now. So evening it will be here as well. Near Philly, yeah. Cold this morning. I hate that. You know, if it's going to be hot, be hot. If it's going to be cold, be cold. This stuff where you need like a tossle cap in the morning, and then you're sitting there in nothing but underwear and still sweating by noon, it's crap. It's crap. Typing is hard. It can be. Can be. Whoa. What do you think? Oh, I could totally survive this. Pfft, that's nothing. There we go. Oh yeah. That's pro. I am, though, I will say, I will tell on myself again, this is actually the first stream that I have not had a fall death. Usually I am good for a fall death within the first 10 minutes, easily. So now that I have said that, I will probably die on the next fall. But that's okay. That was a big mistake, wasn't it? I don't need to be down here. Well, while we are, let's go check out this boss. Electric mower, and it has been raining. I don't think I need to read any further on. I don't. No further explanation needed. I'm thinking that would be a bad thing. I think I'm gonna die. What do you think? I think I'm gonna die? Not right away. Gosh. Stam. Okay. You know what, we're going to res it away, Shrine. I didn't think that was going to go well once I accidentally aggroed a couple more than what I could really handle. And once the stam was down and I couldn't let go a block, right? I mean, they're beating on me, so... Yeah. Wasn't my finest moment, you know. Real mowers are the best, you know. I went just here, I want to say a year ago. We needed a new mower, and I went with full intention of buying an electric, whether it was cordless, rechargeable, or what. That was like 99.9% positive that was what we were getting. And when I actually got there, we went to both Lowe's and Home Depot. When I actually got to the stores and started actually looking at things, we ended up coming home with a Honda. So, gas. It does have the power start, because with some of my physical limitations, pull start isn't the greatest thing. And since the other users are female, a pull start isn't exactly the greatest thing for them either. Smaller stature females. So, yeah. I did do the electric start thing, but I went with like the full on. It was like over $500 for a push mower. But it's been a champ. It's been probably the best mower. I'll be 38 in July, and it's probably the best mower I've ever had. So we just don't have a big enough yard for a riding mower or anything like that. So
What fascinating. Not until the last...
dodge, roll, fall, not die, guy. Thank you. I get you. Maybe that's why I haven't had a fall death. You're here. You're either already fulfilling that role, and somehow in the Twitch-overse, you know, the game and everything understands that, you know, that's already your thing, so I can't do that. I can't have fall death. Or it just is the fact that, you know, I catch you all the time, so you are there to catch me. Either way. Either way, I'm holding out. I mean, we're already, what? We're 2.5 hours into stream. And I have not had a fall death, so...
Something's happened. You've done it.
Right. Onward, on to the next quest. The elderly people's stuff across the street. Yeah, where I'm at, thankfully, we have one neighbor who is a little older than me, probably mid-40s, who handles all of the elderly neighbor mowing, so... Spoiled. Because I'm actually one of those odd individuals who does pick up the in-game bread that you find laying around. It only boosts health, but sometimes that's all you need. So it's not a bad idea to have a couple of loaves. You know, X, can I call you X? Because I have no idea how to pronounce your name. See, if it were me, I would almost go with something where the X is silent. Or maybe it's supposed to be kind of like more pronounced like a Z, like in xylophone or something. So it's just me. Yes. Okay. The X's are... I gotcha. Welcome to the stream. If I didn't already say that. Believe me, I was sweating it out. I was like avoiding it. I was hoping you would leave so that I didn't have to try and say it. No, I'm kidding. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for not leaving.
Ah, my friend. Yes. We are here to gather some intelligence, right some wrongs. You'll be perfect for this.
So, is everybody here pretty much in agreement with me that Razumdar, whether you like AD or not, Razumdar is probably like the coolest NPC in the game? Is that just me?
Her Majesty set this one a task. You contact Agent Fistel on the east side of town. This one pads around her house. Then we meet to discuss her report. Too bad Raz is so handsome, yes? He would get noticed.
Raz is pretty cool.
The Heritons are racist.
Well, I'll throw it on you guys then. What do you guys think? Who's your favorite NPC in the game?
Great help. Raz may have...
I don't know, to me he kind of reminds me just a little bit, Khajiit thing aside, he reminds me a little bit of, oh goodness, the Thieves Guild in Skyrim. What was his name? I forget his name. The guy who I feel should have been made the Thieves Guild leader when it's all said and done in Skyrim. Cadwell, you know, I can't really argue Cadwell, and also for some crazy reason I like Stibbins. He's like the most ultimate, you know, can a guy get crapped on any more than Stibbins? So he's endearing to me for some reason. But yeah, Cadwell is definitely... They might be like 1A and 1B for me. I won't tell you which order. Sheo, see, the thing about Sheo, for me, again, I'm not trying to say you're wrong. Your opinion is your opinion. It's not wrong. But Sheo, to me, I'm a little, for lack of a better word, hurt by the voice actor. They're not bad, but I just feel like the fact that the individual who did Sheo's voice in Skyrim wasn't even invited to reprise that role in ESO, I'm like, you know, how does that even happen? So, you know, Sheo gets some, he's hilarious, don't get me wrong, but that's just kind of like a little bit of a, you know, I guess not even really in-game related thing that makes me, you know, I'm a little salty, not gonna lie. Maik, yeah, he's like, can there be any bigger but yet meaningless NPC? I don't think so. So also a strong choice. Love the actual dialogue. I can't disagree. Again, it's, you know, Sheo, you know, the lines are funny. The quests are fun and funny, but I just, you know.
Hail.
I feel like unless the previous voice actor is dead, they should at least get dead or did a crappy job. They should at least get asked. And I thought the Skyrim Sheo was awesome, and they weren't even asked. I just, I don't understand how you don't even get asked. So... Unable to play till June 9th. Yeah, exactly. Frankly, I'm a little surprised that you were even able to download it. Console is coming June 9th, though, and I think out of the gate, I'm going to be PS4. I'm really trying to fight it, but I do own both consoles, and I just don't know how it will work out. PC is always going to be my main. But I do want to show the consoles some love. I think there'll also be a little bit more relaxed atmosphere as well. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I will juggle 3 different games in essence. Especially for me, not having been in on the PC pre-order, I was not eligible for the character transfer and I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna hurt. It's basically starting over on 2 different consoles. It may kill me, but if there's enough hype, there's enough support and everything for it, enough people, friends and or viewers that are doing it, we'll see. A lot of ESO people are going PS4. Yeah, I kind of go back and forth. The one thing about Xbox that I made fun of when it first was announced, the whole the cam thing, you know, and being able to talk to your television and all that stuff. The stuff that I said, oh my gosh, that's totally lame. I actually enjoy it. You know, I hate to say it. I enjoy being able to voice command my television and all of that stuff. So I have actually considered possibly getting rid of my PS4 and going all Xbox, save a little money on the you know, PSN versus Xbox Live thing. You know, I'm not really seeing exclusive titles at this point. Forza on Xbox is about it, so I've considered it. But then, you know, I don't know if it's true. I don't know. We'll see. But I think I've read some articles that have said that the graphics on PS4 ESO are actually going to be possibly slightly superior to the Xbox. So then you hear stuff like that, and plus, again, like you say, Deltia, you know, I'm pretty sure Kraz is doing both. She's doing both PS4 and Xbox for her guilds and stuff. But definitely, yeah, Mav, Jin, yeah, you know, all the people that I like to hang out with and watch as well, you know, PS4 is big. So, Radio, first, thank you for stopping in. Second, thank you for the follow. Come in, pull up a chair. We're noobing it up, man. So, you know, by all means, enjoy it.
She mentioned.
I'm on a vet character doing Cadwell's Silver, who literally has no single target ability on his bar. So, watch me spam Steel Tornado. I didn't know you streamed. No. It's not. That is my fault. It's a bit of a joke that I'm like the once-a-month streamer, but in all honesty, I have been sick. I have had some, I will say, semi-serious health issues the past couple of months, and I think my last stream was actually close to 3 weeks ago now. So it's not your fault. It is my fault. I would love to stream more often. In a perfect world, I would stream 2 to 3 times a week. I work from home. I am my own boss. So I would totally have the time to do it, but it's just one of those things where sometimes I just physically can't. So on your way out to lunch, but yeah, have a good stream. Yeah, I'm approaching 3 hours strong now, so I'm not sure how much longer we're gonna go. But thank you very much for stopping by. Enjoy lunch. Thanks for the follow. Thank you again for the follow. Whoa. Oh, I had just bar swapped to get Breath of Life. Where did that even come from? I think it was clear up. It was at the top of the stairs. How did I even aggro that? It's ridiculous. Yep. Hi radio, bye radio. I do that a lot too, so... For me, in my personal opinion, I'd rather stop in, check someone out, and tell them, you know, I'm just here for a second and on my way back out. I'd rather do that than not show up at all. And, you know, for me personally, so I totally appreciate you doing it. Death by bar swap, I know. It's one of those things where, you know, and see, I don't even know what happened there. I had bare fists out when I have a weapon. So, maybe a little buggy, I don't know. But, whatever happened, you know, it happens. I'm just trying to get to Raz. You know, it says talk to Razmdar. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not even trying to be fighting all of these mobs. They're not even really mobs. If they were big mobs giving me great XP, well, that's not bad XP. If they were huge mobs giving me great XP, you know, I'd be cool with that. But it's like these onesies and twosies. A green couch, just asking. Yes, that is. That's a fair question. Basically, here's the deal. I've mentioned it a couple of times in previous streams, but you know you're new here, so that's fine. I'll say it again. It's not something I really like to talk about a lot because people think that I'm like trying to play on sympathy or something, and that is completely not it at all. I have a degenerative bone and joint condition, and let's just say joint pain, and especially on things like sitting in a computer chair. I have tried so many different office and computer chairs, it isn't funny. And the bottom line is, for me, in order to be able to semi-comfortably come to you for 3 hours, like it has been, I am in the Lazy Boy recliner. So this is the Yahu recliner. It's a thing. Google it. No, don't Google it. It's not that big of a thing. But around here, the regular viewers know it. So yeah, I would love to be more professional and like have a green screen and, you know, come to you in a racer or something like that, you know, but physically, you know, this is just so much more comfortable. I'm almost like semi-reclined right now. That's why I'm not more animated and moving. But so, you know, that's the thing. That's, you know, why green? It's old. They probably don't even make this color or pattern anymore. But so now you are informed. Now you know. And knowing is half the battle, according to G.I. Joe. So happy to lay that knowledge on you. But so yeah, forget the like, you know, crippled guy thing. Just know it's just how we roll. It's just how, you know. Welcome to the mediocrity that is Yahu's reviews streaming. It just is. I do everything wrong. I spam AoEs on single targets. I accidentally drop ultis when there isn't even an enemy on the screen. And I come to you from a recliner. Green is a comfort color. Didn't mean any disrespect. Not at all. That is not what I took that as at all. I mean, it has been asked several times. So yeah, I mean, people point out the chair quite a bit. It's just not your usual thing, right? I mean,
seems an odd place.
I don't know anybody who isn't in some kind of an office chair or computer chair or gaming chair, right? I mean, it's everybody. So it is a bit odd. So it is a question that is asked. It's fine. You know, look, you're not hurting my feelings any. So no, disrespect or anything like that was not even on the radar. Not a thought in my head. So no, totally cool. Whatever it is, it looks comfy. See, exactly. It's gonna be a thing now. It's gonna be like a wave across Twitch. Everybody streams from their bed now. Okay, maybe not their bed, but like their couch or something. Maybe one day I'll pan out a little wider, and you'll be able to see the like log cabin wood paneling I have. It's Canyon U, by the way, which always makes me think of ESO, because U is a wood in ESO as well.
I could use a break.
Alright, Nico, take it easy, brother. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in.
Our friend here was too noisy. Had to have some fun with him. It's true that when the roots are found, the time to stay in the shot. All right now. Kandal Razum Dar. You have perhaps Raz only shit.
Let me check something here, folks. Just a second. Okay. I was just kind of staging a bit. Sorry about that. Just kind of checking who else is streaming ESO at this time. Getting ready. I think we're gonna finish up a little, like this next quest, and then I was just hoping that maybe somebody cool was on that I could host. Gobi, Yahu, I'm off to sneak in some ESO gaming while my baby naps. Dude, absolutely. Get it in there. Absolutely. Ray's headed out too. Absolutely, guys. I'm actually getting ready to wrap up myself, so no worries. I was actually just checking to see if anybody was on. I see Cypher is on. And I didn't scroll down very far, but he was like the only person that I've really seen before. So
We'll have to handle this. We'll have to handle this ourselves.
see you, Gobi. Great to see you. Thanks for stopping in.
We're a bit busy here, Traveler. Treason? You little... You'll report nothing. Odindil, Kandalin, now! Kandalin, take our friend here. Odindil, rally the troops.
I hate
Time
this
to drop the
quest.
veil and show our true strength.
I hate any quest that knocks you out or puts you in that kind of a situation. I would like to think, even with as mediocre as I am, that I could avoid being sucker punched and flat out knocked out by one dude. You know,
You're awake now,
you know,
sleeping kitten? Just as we
just a little bit of a pet peeve. I mean, you take on these mobs and save the world, but one dude with a random sucker punch, you know, lays you out. I don't, you know, it's just a bit of a pet peeve of mine, you know. Not a big fan of that type of quest. Just saying. But as we are winding down, not done yet, but winding down, I do want to take a moment, absolutely from the bottom of my heart, genuinely heartfelt. Thank you to absolutely everybody who came out. Thank you to absolutely everybody who followed. And thank you for all of the hosts. It has been great, especially for a Sunday morning. There are a handful of streamers that stream fairly regularly on Sunday mornings. I am not one of them. This is my first time streaming on Sunday ever, period. So, for being as occasional and random of a streamer as I am, you know, the hosting was real, and it was great. So, me, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I always like to tell people, obviously a Twitch follow is great, but I always also tweet out when I'm going to be going live. So, sometimes, as I have found personally, the Twitch alerts don't always work. So if you want to be safe and make sure that you catch the stream, because I am not a regular schedule person, unfortunately, I'm hoping that changes as we get into summer. But, you know, give me a follow on Twitter as well. That is probably the best way to make sure that you don't miss a stream. So, don't have to. I'm just throwing it out there. Old John Boy, thank you for the follow. Yeah, guys. I think we're going to turn this one in and we're going to call it. We're going to call it a stream. But, just a new look, no cursing, relaxed, yeah. You know, in the evenings, the language can be... We're still not big on cursing here. You know, I don't judge anybody on what they want to do on their streams, and I watch some pretty raunchy streams. So, you know, I'm not on a high horse here. But for me personally, I tend to like to keep it, you know, on the fairly easier side, you know. I just, this is my personal opinion. This is my way of looking at it. I have never offended anybody by not swearing, right? It may only be 1 in a million that you offend by swearing, but I have never in my life offended anybody by not swearing. So that's the way I look at it. An occasional, you know, like if I'm literally, you know, surprised by a mob or something like that, or I die at a place where I shouldn't have, you know, you may catch, you know, an expletive, but it's generally genuinely a slip. It's not like a planned thing or whatever. So LG, not much going on here. We're actually, I thank you so much for stopping in, but we were actually just getting ready to wrap. So I've been on for, it's like 3 hours on the dot right now. Throat and voice are getting a little dry. I still wasn't completely 100% healthy. Still a little under the weather. So 40, well, you know, that probably, I mean, I'll be 38 in July, so I'm old. But I really appreciate it. I thank you. You know, I'm nice to watch. Thank you. I think I'm terrible. I wouldn't watch me, but you know, if you, I will always defer to the viewers. So thank you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming out. Hope I feel better. Well, thanks. You know, we're definitely slowly starting to kick it. It's been hanging on, whatever this is that I even have. I've done the antibiotics thing and everything, and it has been clinging. And this morning was actually the first morning that I didn't have a headache. So, you know, it was like time to stream. So, but I feel some things kind of creeping in a little bit, or trying to. So we're gonna take a break. I probably won't be back this evening, but we'll see. You know, maybe. Usually like after 10 p.m. is when things, it's 2:30 p.m. right now, so usually 10:30 or 10-ish p.m. Eastern Standard Time is usually when I stream, like around 10 or 11, so we'll see. Good vibes. You know, I'm told that I'm mellow, which I guess, you know, I don't know, I like to joke a lot too. It kind of, I tend to, I feed off the chat. So what people are doing is what we do. If it's mellow and we're all kind of just relaxed and enjoying the game, that's what we do. If it's joke time and you know, people are just making me laugh, then I'm gonna make them laugh right back. So I guess you could say it's never the same twice. I feel as though I got a fair amount of gameplay in this time, so that's not always usual, that's not always normal. Sometimes it's like comedy hour, and those streams are fun too, though. It's all, for me, it's all about interacting with the viewer. So, you know, as they go, so we go. So. But for right now, though, I am going to sign off. Let me check the ESO streamers list. Let me get a refresh on that. I'm going to imagine that most of you have at least heard of Cypher if you have not watched him. He is, like, and I don't throw this around lightly, but he is a PvP master. There are others who are good. There are even probably a handful that are as good, but this guy does it consistently on stream. You know, there are stream snipers out there trying to kill him, and he still dominates. So, as he is literally the only current ESO streamer that I have personally ever watched, that's who I'm going to throw you guys over to. So, Thank you for this. I smiled. Enjoy. Hey, you know, I mean, let's just put it this way. If I brought a smile to your face, you know, first of all, I'm humbled that happened. I thank you for telling me so. And, you know, I'm just a schmuck playing a game. So if that made you smile, then thank you. Thank you, not the other way around. Let me see here. I believe I have it right. Let me throw a caster command just in case. Cypher tends to be pretty relaxed as well. He's kind of like along the same lines. If he dies in a spot that is genuinely a surprise, you may hear a curse word or two, but as far as just cursing for the sake of cursing, I haven't seen it with him. I'm actually subscribed to him, so, you know, I definitely recommend a follow there. Rennie, you are easy to listen to, and the chat is full of very knowledgeable players. I do find that my chat tends to, let's just say it draws the better, it draws some upper class folk. And that's all on them. That's not me. So I feel genuinely blessed in many of the people that I've met in this game. You know, ESO, you know, it's not number one in life. There are some things that have to be priority over even ESO. But this game and this community has done a lot of good things for me. And that is so odd to say about a game. But, Kraz is back. Uh-oh. Calling upper class. I am. I am not... Look, I will totally bow down to the masters. And of which I am not one. So, I am a master at being bad. I am a master. I can teach you how to die. I think I could probably do 100 times in a stream. That's not a challenge I want to accept, but I think I could do it. I think I could do like 100 different ways to die in a single stream. Maybe one day. Kraz is humble. And I'll just leave it at that. But so for now, yes, I am calling it a stream. And Cypher is literally the only person currently streaming ESO who I've ever seen. So that's who I'm throwing you to. But again, thank you so much for coming out. Some of you I need to get to know a little better too. Like, I've watched your streams a lot, so I feel as though, you know, we're already, but you don't really know me as much as I feel I know you. So hopefully that'll change. Maybe sometime we'll hang out in-game a little. But yes, I am. I'm sorry. I'm shutting down. I am. I may, this is no promise, again, still under the weather a little bit, but I may be back tonight, like 10 or 11 Eastern-ish, maybe. If not, hopefully sometime this week. I generally stream in the evenings. This was actually, I've never done a Sunday morning, so... But we'll see. For now, though, you know, show Cypher some love. He's awesome. PvPer extraordinaire. thank you. Feel better. Thank you, Kraz. And let me do this also, in case there's anybody who wasn't here at the top. Oh, yes. Exclamation. Kraz is an awesome streamer. If any of you haven't already seen her, you're doing it wrong. You're doing Twitch wrong. Do you even Twitch, bruh? So definitely check out Kraz. I'm just going to say, throw out a follow. You just go there now. She's not streaming. Just go there now and follow. Make sure you check the little box where it says send me the email when she goes live, because you're going to want to see it. You can thank me later. So check out Kraz. Wolfenite is still here as well. Wolfenite Game was one of the first streamers I checked out. I think it was during the first ESO live stream event that I happened to catch. It was, I think, put together by Deltia, and Wolfenite just happened to be one of the ones in it. And he streams more than just ESO, but as I said at the top, that can be a good thing. I'm totally addicted to ESO, but I'll watch him. I've seen him stream. He streamed a little Mortal Kombat when that first came out, and it was nice just for a change of pace. So definitely check him out. Give him a follow. Excellent streamer, a personality. Gobi, I'm almost half tempted to throw out a thing. He doesn't stream, but he tanks for a lot of the higher end streams. But I'm not sure that he really wants follows, so I won't do it. But Rennie, I think, is still in here. Even if not. Rennie runs with the Synergy gang, the last I checked anyways. Yahu and Joshman Orange and those folks, who are all awesome streamers as well. So, you know, check Rennie out. And I think that's everybody. To my main mod, Raygun, thank you. Thank you for showing up. I try not to put you to work, because we're not a real stream here. But, you know, and we're... Welcome to the mediocrity that is Yahu's reviews. So, as we're not real, I try not to really put Ray to work. But thanks for being here anyways. Thanks for coming out. You are my main mod. Don't tell Beer Bong and the others, but you the real MVP, Ray. So, they already know that anyways. They bow to your greatness. So... Oh, on Xbox One, I'm sorry, but you're probably, yeah, you're X-boned on that one. Yeah, links, I don't think, they're just not clickable on console. Sorry. So, okay, this is like the most bumbling outro ever, but yeah, sorry about the links. Box will come up. Do you know for sure if that works on console? If so, yeah, I mean, certainly give it a shot. Crap. So, we're going to host Cypher. You know, I encourage you all to at least check them out. It's a change of pace from what you saw here. It is serious, high level PvP. So if you want to see something that is very much a change of pace from the more mellow PvE that we just did, definitely check it out. We're going to host right now. Thank you all for coming out, and I genuinely hope to catch you all again here real soon, sooner than later. Bye.